Alright guys, here is the video I was planning on making for you all. This is the inside of the mill. Actually right now it looks horrible because there was a lot of drop ceiling put in here, but the drop ceiling tiles. But this is the main structure. It's huge beams all the way through. That's more what it's going to look like after these walls are taken out. Be more of an open space for my, I'm going to have a wood shop. Wood shop in here. And you look up there, you can see the how the bottom of the grain bins are built on a diagonal. There's about nine grain bins in this place. You see it doubled up 12 by 12s for the beams going across, and then these structural beams are a 12 by 12 with 6 by 12s wrapped around them. Some of the chutes coming down out of the ceiling. A couple of them are still here, and then this is a scale or a weighing machine. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. Automatic weighing machine, Richardson. So we'll go out here. I'll show you the main power source. Used to be all ran by steam, and then was after about 1904 was switched over to electric. And I don't know if this is the original electric motor or one of the electric motors that originally ran this, but it is a 60 horsepower 3-phase motor from GE. It's called a synchronous motor. What I understand is it could either generate power, or if you put power to it, which is what it had, that's the feed right there. There's the main wheel that drove the main line shaft. And it still spins freely. Actually, very freely. And that used to, well, where this ductwork is, that's where the main pulley went through. These are old gas heaters. So I'll go show you in the basement. It's pretty dark, so I have a flashlight. Hopefully you can see most of the main line shaft. It's about 50 feet long. And still intact in place. I can shine on here. So it starts over in behind this little room here. It comes through. This is where that main pulley would have hooked to. That wheel is about 4 feet tall, about 18 inches wide. There's the clutch. It still moves freely. And as you go across, that's the main line shaft. In the back corner there's a huge blower that when the trucks would have came and dropped off the grain, it came into the basement and blew it, I guess, wherever it needed to go. I would assume to the upper floors, and worked its way back down. So we'll go up on the first floor here, or the second floor. As we go up, straight ahead is the man lift, which went from the first to the fourth floor. This hole's covered up, but it goes through the floor. Then here's the line shaft for this room. And then coming around here, this is one of the first machines you come to. It's a Reliance purifier, or at least that's the name on it. I don't know if that is what it's actually is, or that's the name. And this is one of the Allis Chalmers pieces. If there's any more writing on the back side. No, it has a large blower on it that goes up to the dust collection system, which I found out is from manufactured from the Prinz and Rao company out of Milwaukee. You can't see it. It is patented 1889 or 1898. I can't really make out what the date is. but it's a large dust collection system, kind of a baffled system. A couple large augers here that run through. All the wood chutes, most of the wood chutes are still intact. Then here's the second Reliance purifier. Same thing, about the same shape. It's also from Allis Chalmers, Wisconsin, or Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Same kind of deal on the back side here. And then this is a large blower that went up to another one of those dust collection systems, the baffled dust collection systems. This, I don't see much writing on it. Oh, back here. Yeah, it's from the Huntley Manufacturing System Monitor out of Silver Creek, New York. Bunch of chutes and stuff running out of it. Big blower. I think what this is they're two large steel drums, and I think that may be the main mill that actually kind of crushed the seed or the corn or whatever. I really am not sure. Then there's one more of those dust collection systems. Here's a electric drive motor, and then through this there's mostly open space through here. There's a grain bin in front of me. It's hard to see, it's really dark in here, all the windows are boarded up. Then there's another machine up here which resembles the other Reliance purifiers. I think it's a little bit different. I haven't got up there to see if it has the Allis badge on it or not. So I'll go to the third floor. Here's that, looking across that line shaft. And then back at the dust collection system, back there. Then down at the machines, there's the two purifiers, and then that monitor piece. And coming up here, the sun's right on us. The rest of the next section of man lift that you can see that goes through to the fourth floor, all the way down through the hole, which would have went through the first floor. Now this, I'll try to get back far enough. This is another machine that has an Allis badge on it. This one's double stacked. There's a couple of these throughout, which I think that other one on the second floor in that dark room is one of these too. And it says, this one says Allis Centrifugal on it. And it has that's like a screen covered rotating spiral. And then on the bottom there's a rotating spiral with some like a broom, a brush. This thing here is like a brush. Louvered doors. Some of the louvered doors are missing. I don't know where everything is. Looks like might be some up on top. Another little blower. Like a belt would have hooked to that. In the back here is another one of these spiral kind of things with the Allis badge on it. There's a number 4S40. I guess there's another badge back down in there. It's Allis. And then on the back side of that one I just showed you, the first one, there's the Allis badge up there. And then this here reads Allis Chalmers Manufacturing Company, and then it says Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Patent date 1890 something. I can't read that last. The last one's kind of faded out, but it says patent date there. And then this lower one also has the badge on it there. All the shafts where the belts would have ran through, or even some of the dust There's two large cylinder kind of machines. I don't know what they are. Some kind of a roller system. There's another two in here exactly like those. I don't know what they do. Kind of built out of solid steel. Here's this machine is connected, and I guess it's some kind of a sifter, and it shakes back and forth. These wood dowels that run from the ceiling. There's 4 sets of these. What is it? 6 wood dowels are connected to this machine, and they work as a torsion. And as you move this thing, I'll kind of get it going, and then I can step back. Whoops. It swings back and forth. That was a door leaning up against this thing. So I'll do it again. Now that it fell down. So this, you can see how it torsions on those wood pieces. Back and forth, I guess, to sift the stuff down. Here is another large machine. Some big blowers that blow up to the dust collection system. There's another set of those rollers that are set on an angle. I don't know if they're a grinder, crusher, because they have like these almost like a diamond plate kind of pattern on them. It seems like to me it would be some kind of a crushing machine. Let me see it. Oops. Get up in there. Another small, just a short little line shaft there. And then this machine has some writing on it too, but it's really faded out. I can't make out 100% what it says. It's something reliable. But if there's a little better light in here, it would be a little better to see what it is. And it has what looks to be maybe another one of those steel crushers on the inside there. And then through here, you got a lot more light because the windows are not boarded up. This machine is like a shaker with a large blower system on the top of it. And if you move the wheel, it actually, that's hard to see. I can't hold it still enough, but it moves back and forth. Bearings here on either side. There's a step back here. Dust collection that goes through the ceiling. And then on the back side, it says monitor, dustless compound, receiving separator, Huntley Manufacturing Company, Silver Creek, New York. And then this is where the you can see how this is one of the sides of the grain bin. At the top it's 2x4, and then when you get right about there, it switches from 2x4 right there to 2x6, and then the farther you go down, it goes down to 2x8. Another short little piece of line shaft. Some more of the I'm guessing they're the belts ran through those shafts. And then this is a what it says on it anyway. It says Eureka cracked corn separator. Just another sifter separator kind of deal. Large dust collection going up to the 4th floor. Mostly all the dust collection system says Eureka on it. Made by the S. Howes Company. Here's a good look at those. There's 2-cylinder type deals. Another auger on top. It's hard to focus. So dark and light. Now we're on the 4th floor. The top of the man lift goes all the way through. Take a good look at that. There's the gearbox. On the floor still the electric motor. It spins freely. Half of the belt has been cut on the 2nd floor. They just cut it off and boarded it over. but still works. There's a one of those large dust collection wheels with the baffles not nearly as good a shape as the other ones. It looks to be much older. And then there is the let's see here, the name of most of that dust collection system, Eureka Dust Collector. S. Howell's company, Eureka Works. Ooh. Sole manufacturer, Silver Creek, New York. A lot more of those wood shafts. I guess this is part of the line shaft, the upper line shaft that the pulleys ran in, and then it may have even, this I'm guessing had the cups that ran through it. I have a couple of the cloth, or I guess the canvas cups mounted on the metal cups mounted on the canvas. Here's a pulley system that would have came through the floor, wrapped around this pulley, and then came back down. This is what looks to be one of the oldest pieces of machinery made by the Robinson Manufacturing Company. The only reason I say it's older is because in the bottom section here, I'll show you all the other ones. I have metal augers, and this one has a wood auger system. That center shaft is like a hexagonal shaft, and then all these wood splines kind of doweled into it, and there's one on either side. That's the only reason I say it's older. At least it seems older, with being that it's a wood auger. There you go. That's the Robinson Manufacturing Company. There's a water bin, or water something, I don't know why that was all the way up here. There was a copper float on the inside of it that I have, and I don't know if some of this stuff took water to run to keep it cool, or to add moisture to the wheat flour. I really don't know, but on the inside it has the I guess the little spigot shut off, kind of like works like a toilet. The water would fill up, float would come up, shut it off. And coming through here, this is the green. Man, it's really hard to see, it's so dark. All of this is the grain bin section. 9 grain bins, and across the top, which is really cool, it's numbered, you know, of which one, I guess which hole you're going to fill up, which bin you're going to fill up. The gear system there in the middle is really cool. And then these grain bins, kind of eerie, but they I'll show you on the ladder over here. So this is the, if I can get, this thing does not want to switch between light and dark, but look down in there. That's the bottom. You can see kind of, there it focused. That's the bottom, and you can, if you look that way and that way, you can see how it's kind of tapered by the wood, or the wood makes the taper at the bottom. So you see the stack of 2x material, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of wood in here. And then here's a corner section. Now I want to focus. I gotta hit the light to be able to see this end, how it's stacked. There we go. So it starts as about a 30-inch wide, or 30-inch long 2x4, and it's just 2x stacked one on top of the other, and goes straight through all the way to the top of the first floor. Let's see if we can kind of get around here, get a better shot down it. Here's the other side. There's the medium-sized green bins going across all the truss structure. It has a sloped roof to it, very slight slope. It's about a 112 pitch. They call it a mansard style roof the way it's built. So give you an idea kind of how far up. This is the train station next door. The railroad tracks where they used to pull up are still outside. That was the original rail house there, or train station, I guess. That the historical society's fixing up. I'm part of that, so that's why I kind of like to have this building fixed up as well. Just need to get everything out of it. So, you guys have any questions? Need to see any pictures, close-ups? And then if you need to come out, we can definitely set up a time. I know some of you guys are pretty far away. I definitely want to make it worth your while to come and check it out first. Make sure it's what you want. Trying to get an idea of value of this stuff. From what I understand, there's a little bit of an interest in it. Not a huge interest, but definitely an interest. So I want to make sure that everybody gets a fair deal. I'm not looking to get rich. Just put it in a good home. And once you got it set up, I'd like to come see it. It is really cool. And I live right next door to the mill. So whenever you guys want to come out, I'm right here. It doesn't take any time for me to get here. Just give you kind of the last once through here. The man lift. There's one of the platforms, and then that was the handhold. And that goes through to the 4th floor. This goes down to the 2nd floor. Come back down into the 2nd floor here. Come back across that line shaft. Here's one of the electric drive motors. Has some wood on the shaft there. The dust collection system, the 2nd floor line shaft. Dust collection system. Some of the augers up here, gear driven off of a belt. Then the two purifiers, separators, cleaners, whatever you want to call them. So in total, I think there's about about 8 pieces that have the Allis Chalmers badge on them. Everything else is mainly the that Huntley Manufacturing Company, the Eureka stuff, and then the Prins and Rao dust collection system. So I hope that gives you a good idea of how everything's laid out. There's the floor. This is what everything looks like. This is where the man lift would have came through. Like I said, they have that blocked off up there. Let me know what you're interested in. Most of you guys have my email, or you can message me on the Allis Chalmers forum, and some of you even have my phone number. There's another grain bin. Like I said, here's the walking back out. There's the bottom of the grain bins again. You can see how it's tapered this way, and then how the 2x8s come down to make a funnel. So let me know what you guys think. Like I said, if you need any more info, let me know, and we can kind of go from there. Thanks a lot.